I cannot believe how many people are out there that are just complete. What's the term? Trying to put this as nice as possible. Complete slave moralist haters. They're haters. You know, they're complete jerks. They're assholes, you know. And, well, it's just like the John Edwards thing. Alright, first of all this is like back in 2008, okay? And the actual affair was like 2 years before that, alright? Somehow in 2012, the fact that he develops a life-threatening condition and have to have surgery for it. On Twitter, the idiots are running wild, making jokes about it and taking joy in this man's illness, which is actually a little bit sickening. Whether you agree with his politics or not. I mean, in 2008, whether or not you agree with his politics, in 2008 he was the only Democratic candidate who actually, top-tier candidate, who actually believed in what he was saying. Alright, Barack Obama was the biggest liar we've ever known. Hillary Clinton's another one of those people that lie a lot. But Edwards was one that actually believed in what he was saying, despite the media trying to say he's rich, he can't really be for poor people, which was stupid. But Obama was just a corporatist plant, you know. All of that Obama's candidacy came from moving to the left to steal, John Edwards voters. And once he got into office, he knew from the get-go he was going to go back to this position that he's in now. But at any rate, it's amazing how people, even on the left, how many of them hate John Edwards, yet they still worship Obama despite Obama breaking all of his promises. And why do people hate John Edwards? Because he didn't tell everybody that he had an affair? That's nobody's fucking business. Do they hate him because he had an affair? Obviously not, or they'd hate Bill Clinton just as much. So it's just a little bit absurd to me to watch, to read these comments about, people are just stupid, man. They're just slave moralists. And what it shows really is because the media covered the John Edwards situation in a much more negative fashion than they covered, like, say, the Bill Clinton fashion, or they covered the fact that Barack Obama's king of the liars, king of the backstabbers. It's all on how the media covered it. John Edwards' situation was covered much more negatively in the media. And ergo, there's a large group of people who truly hate a person because of the way the media covered it. And what that shows is people are just blind followers, and they're stupid. And really, anyone that's just a blind follower of something like that, forms their own opinions on the damn media, those people ought to just shoot themselves. They're worthless to the rest of us. It's even worse than worthless. If they were worthless, they wouldn't have an effect. But because they can vote and do all this other shit, and there's more of the blind followers than the people who actually think about things, they screw us over. These slave moralists screw us over. Maybe what Nietzsche glued to the last page of the Antichrist was correct. Maybe we just need to eliminate all these slave moralists. Now, granted, he was, whatever your opinion is on religions, regardless, because I think there's plenty of people who are religious who are not slave moralists. But people that are just blind followers or something without thinking, specifically when it's just other people, like the media, those people ought to just be gunned down. That's my opinion on that. Just my opinion.